I I'm going to restart that. I didn't even realize it was starting. If I'm being honest with you. And you know what? I am just gonna leave it as is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dragon Gaming's Friendly Realm. I am your host, Dragon Gaming Kid Fun Gaming. So we're going to invite a special person to the campfire ring. I probably should have added them a little differently. But this episode, in terms of topics that we're going to talk about, is a little bit more serious. Now, we're not going to talk about anything really, deep or dark on that sense of scale. You know, like death or anything of that case. Not today. We might save that for another day. We're just going to, as you saw in the title, the episode is called Life Lessons. And they're just kind of like life lessons I've just kind of learned through my 19 years of living. And normally you expect this sort of speech to come out from like a 30 or a 50-year-old. And I know like presumably my audience is mostly children or anyone close to that, or just happens to stumble across the videos. I still feel like it's important to still talk about kind of like these sort of life lessons a little bit. Alright, we're going to invite this person to the campfire ring, and then of course I will, we're going to work on the guild hall, and you're going to kind of see where I'm going with that little spiel there. So right now we're going to add Arya, and normally I know two Aryas, and I want to add Arya C, Arya little one there, the Arya I know the most, and similar to Siphon from last episode, I just added Arya because of the nice person and the supportive attitude that she has to the community, the Sapphire Cube community. Of course, if I just kind of wanted to go out and give her a shout out for that. If you do want to be in the campfire ring, you cannot ask. That's the only rule. You can send fan art, leave nice comments, be nice people in the communities, or anything of that sort, and I, of course, can reward you with a shout out. That's pretty much was the case, for a while, and it's going to be the case. Alright, so we're going to walk over to the guild hall, and then we're going to start with our little life lessons talk. And we're going to start off with the very first one, which is kind of just because you like something or someone, don't make that your entire personality. Or don't try to copy them and call it inspiration. Now, for music, it's a little different per se because there's only so many chords and notes and whatnot. But I wanted to talk about it just kind of on a smaller scale of things, talking more like content creation and just in particular the channel. The channel was originally I'm a really big fan of Mr. Stampy Cat. I have made that known. Like, there has been no tomorrow. And, I just kind of want to mention, and this is why Dragon's Friendly Realm is named Dragon's Friendly Realm, because originally it was Dragon Gaming's Lovely World. I had gotten a comment pointing out that how similar that was, and suggested I make a name change so that people didn't think I was trying to copy Stampy. And well, it took me a while, but I finally did it. I finally decided, yeah, I'm gonna change, Dragon Gaming's Lovely World to Dragon's Friendly Realm, or just Friendly Realm in general. And this is something I wish I'd known a little sooner, or thought of sooner, because the channel now feels like it's my own. I'm now, like, as I've mentioned before, I am a Stampy fan, and I have watched too many Stampy Overworld episodes to count, but now it feels less like a Stampy knockoff, especially from the very first episode to now. And I mean, obviously, I don't think my little bit here kind of helps my case with my, little Stampy skin, but I also feel like it's also kind of important to note, and it kind of goes straight to my second one. We're going to still bring this to the channel. You can be jealous of something. It's okay to be jealous of someone or something. It's not normal. Like, it is kind of normal, but you get to have a little bit more say in this one. I'm going to just kind of continue this as I am, of course, taking my little character here to bed. But, like, it's okay to be jealous, but don't let that jealousy overtake you. Similar to the thing I mentioned just now about influences or things that you like becoming your entire personality. It kind of goes to, sexualities and, genders and your religious views, your views of whatever, your moral views, what you deem right and wrong, Don't try to force on everyone else, sort of deal. Don't let the jealousy overtake you. It's okay to be jealous of whatever the case is. And I'm just going to straight up admit it. There was a little bit of jealousy in the channel, and everybody thinks, like, if you pay attention, it's going to probably be, like, people are probably going to say, oh, it was, like, MapHat that I was super, jealous of. I have nothing but respect for the guy, So it's not that I was jealous of. Starfuzz, who we added into the campfire ring, a while ago, I was jealous that although Starfuzz was, doing stuff not, in this realm of content creation, they were pretty much, they had gotten 3K subscribers and all that and whatnot, and here I am, not even at 500. You can kind of see where the rest of this is going, but I'm going to say it anyway. I got, like, jealous over a kid having more subscribers on YouTube, something that's not going to matter much, than I was trying to have fun. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. So Fuzz, Kit Kat Gamer, Kitty Cat Gamer 3.0, wherever you are, thank you. You've taught me so much about just kind of life and content creation that if I ever get the chance to repay you, you are accepting my repayment, alright? Just because it's just, like, that, and, like, if it wasn't for them and allowing me to learn the things that I know now, I probably wouldn't be a good of a content creator, And that's just something that I'm going to admit. I am just admitting that, for time eternal. I'm going to check something real quick. Alright, okay, cool, nice. But, I don't know, I wanted to take a moment to appreciate what they did to the channel, and, well, it's definitely something that needs to, be put out there, but I don't know. It kind of goes a little bit to another point. Just because someone disagrees with you does not make them an enemy. I don't know how long I'm going to have to keep repeating this one. It's just, we see so many people, and unfortunately, it happens a lot often than you'd think. We see a lot of people, especially in the political sphere, that say, well, you don't agree with me, you must be my enemy. Or they'll try to point the finger at someone who really shouldn't be having the finger pointed at. And I don't know, something I kind of wish would stop as just a human being looking in on this, but I don't know. It's just something that I figured I would kind of bring up because although I don't have to, I'm going to take this opportunity. I don't need to, but I'm going to take this opportunity to teach my audience, kind of try to set them on the path that I have learned you don't need to go to. You don't need, like, on that Starfest thing, if you're jealous over YouTube subscribers, man, I feel bad for you. I really do. Because you really should not be, getting a petty grudge over something that's really not gonna matter. Things are going to, end up changing, and maybe it just doesn't align. That kind of goes to another point I want to make here. But change is something that's always going to happen. It's something that, regardless of where you look at it, it's going to happen. Look at this channel, for example. Look outside. Look at the trees, the rocks, the water. Just take a walk in the park, and you're going to notice, everything I'm going to mention here. Nothing is consistent except for change. You're always going to have change at some point. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. There are some changes which, you should go with the flow, accept them. And then there are some changes where, it's best for you to stand your ground and not, accept the change. And that's a, individual by individual thing. I just don't understand in this society where, change equals good. Not all change is bad. Not all change is good. And unfortunately, we live in a society that stuff I've noticed is just because it's a change doesn't mean it's a change that I should be, I should be 100% without, if I want to be with that change or I want to make that change myself, of course, I will make that change. But not everything is that way. And for a change to a behavior, it's really going to, seriously, it's going to need to work with that other person because they have that power to change. Don't force someone to change because you did not like a behavior of theirs. They're going to respond differently to that. They're going to think differently. Their moral code is not yours. And it never will be. This is where people that really hate cancel culture, which pretty much is everybody except for the people that participate in cancel culture, this is what they're really getting at there. And the actions of those from the past are not the ones of the person now. And I'm going to kind of get into, historical territory here. So, for the United States, we tend to be very judgmental. We always have been, and unfortunately, that's never going to change. I wish that would, but that's just kind of something that will never change. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor in December of 1941. I'm forgetting the date here. December 7th, 1941. If we judged the Japanese from what they did on Pearl Harbor, you can bet things would be a lot different now. If we judged Germany for what happened during World War II and Adolf Hitler's rise to power, we would be looking at a different world. Germany is one of the United States' biggest allies. I'm bringing this up mainly due to the fact it kind of ties into the cancel culture thing, as your mistakes are not you. If you choose to keep making those mistakes, they will be you. But at that point, you have made the conscious decision to go and repeat those mistakes without learning from them in the first place. I wanted to double check something real quick. Alright, so that'll probably be what we've got here. Of course, I'm going to work on this a little bit more and do the windows all the way around. You're going to see this change. The good version of change for this to Monday's episode. You always feel free to go check the links out in the description. We have links in the description, and we're going to be talking. Of course, I will link the. If I can find Starfuzz's channel, you bet I will be linking it. But of course, if I cannot, you know what has transpired there. Hopefully we get to do a lot more of these sort of videos, because having a lot of fun is one thing, but you can't have that fun without noticing what's going on. I'll be making those changes soon for this right here. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, or at least learned something from it. And just, little pieces of life advice I've typed in. If you want advice, feel free to type it in the comments and I'll answer as best as I can. If you made it to this part of the video, feel free to subscribe if you liked this sort of stuff. I would like to do more of it, or just more Minecraft focused content in general. We will be doing, variety stuff on Wednesday. It might be, Bendy, which I hope it is. Or we will do Gosh World. We'll do that right after Bendy. Like I said, if you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time I do upload. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the 100th episode, which will be a big change to Dragon's Friendly Realm in the channel as we know it. So feel free to leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in Monday's episode, and hopefully I'll still continue to see you and your support here on the channel. Alright, this has been Dragongaming, Kid Friendly Gaming, in Dragon's Friendly Realm, signing off.